Good evening, everybody. Again from Michałków. Maciej Całka, the director, with me. We've got already two club class gliders on the airfield, and this is the confirmation of a rule of flying in pairs, like you said this morning, Maciej. Two Hungarian pilots, Adia Korom and Ferenc Tamas, already at the airfield.
Hello everybody, club class gliders are coming in a few minutes. First two gliders on the ground, happy home and beautiful strong weather comes from the direction of the task. So again, task setter have good hand to the right correct road, and the cumulus appears right there our need.
It wasn't so obvious, right, Maciej? Because there were two different tasks for today, A and B, and at the final decision was to set the B version of the task.
Yeah, there were some problems during the start of the day, so we expect stronger thermals close to the airfield earlier, but finally the sniffer was in the air and reported only 700 meters the top of the thermal, and I decided to wait to have better conditions and cancel task A. The new task was set, and I hope it is much better.
Any outlandings confirmed for now?
We have two outlandings as far. We can see them on our website, which are directly reported from team captains, and the two gliders are outside the airfield somewhere in Poland.
Somewhere in Poland. There are club class gliders?
I don't know exactly.
Okay.
We just noticed only the contest numbers, and we will check it.
Okay, yesterday we had so many of them, 16, right?
Or maybe 15 gliders
Okay.
in the fields, mostly on the area where the thunderstorm came, and unfortunately some of them cannot reach the way out.
Okay, let's have a look at the tracking. We are now on glide tracking, and we've got some gliders really close to the airfield, above the Gostyczyna and Strzegowa,
Yeah, this is the villages close to the airfield, close to the finish ring.
and we've got
I
Papa
think-
Golf, right?
I think the crowd in the airfield, the people can watch the gliders coming. It's a beautiful view, and we can see so many people here watching landing gliders, and it's also good for the sport that we have so many people here.
Of course, Papa Golf is about to land in a minute, and this is Australian pilot James Crowhurst on ASW.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
we can see some gliders approaching, and just behind them several few gliding pilots coming also. I think they have enough altitude to be here during next 5 maybe 10 minutes.
Okay, so we are expecting another club class gliders, and 15-meter class pilots started very
Lately,
yeah.
I saw it on the tracking, and I'm very surprised because the weather conditions was not so strong, and they stay close to the start gate, waiting for better conditions, and decided to run very lately. I think it was almost 3 p.m.
Yeah,
when
exactly.
when the gliders run out.
I got a report from my friends that they are above the Ostrów Wielkopolski, just somewhere around the city. So it was a pretty nice view for the regular.
Oh yeah, but Tomasz,
Polish
this
guy.
is also very dangerous when the blue thermals are, and all gliders are in one thermal, and goggling in the sky. So sometimes it's a beautiful view from the ground, but in the air, pilots must be very careful because it's very dangerous for them.
Yeah, nervous situation. We had one during this championships. The two pilots flew really close to each other, really close to each other, and we had a log with a video of a simulation of the flight, and it was pretty dangerous. But fortunately, it ended very good because nothing has happened, and now we are expecting safety landings for all pilots. Let those championships be safe from the.
Tomasz, sorry, but we can see many gliders approaching, and if the camera can take this view,
Okay.
you can see maybe 7 or 8 gliders. Even more. So they are coming, fortunately, quite high and enough speed to reach the airfield.
It's 83, right?
Yeah, it's a Golf 3.
Golf 3.
And he doesn't have the gear down, so
Yeah, it's,
at
Sviatoslav Rublev
at the last moment.
from Denmark. So this is the third glider on our airfield.
We can also see another glider,
It's
Papa Golf.
Yeah, Papa Golf. As I said, it's let me have a quick look. It's Australian pilot James Crowhurst.
Oh yeah, and another few gliders approaching.
There's a really strong wind, right?
The wind is strong, but you can see the cumulus streets now, and they take it from the last leg, and I think it is a very good decision to make a road during the better weather.
Okay, we've got Sierra Alpha.
Sierra Alpha from France.
Yeah, it's Frédéric Hoyot on LS4, on his LS4, and we've got two another gliders on our right hand side.
Yeah, the third very close to us, to our studio. This is Mike November, as I see, from Switzerland.
Yeah, exactly, Simon Gantner. And really close to our tent is
Sierra Nevada.
Nevada.
As we call in funny way, because it's Sierra November.
Sierra Nevada. Sierra November is Jarosław Tomana from Czech Republic, the winner of the first task.
Yeah, the Tango 5 Jantar Standard.
Tango 5 is Juha Vainikka from Finland.
And also another Switzerland glider, Whiskey Golf.
Whiskey Golf is Jonas Langenger from Switzerland. So the rule of flying in pairs also appeared. Delta India
from Czech Republic.
Delta India is okay. Ivan Novak, probably after Jarosław Tomana. Just
as you can see, club class glider coming in a group, and it was quite safely because the airfield is still empty. They are first on the ground, so there is nothing dangerous here.
Yesterday we had a dangerous situation because of the weather, but everything ended very safely, and fortunately very safely.
Yes, Tomasz, może przejdziemy teraz na język polski.
Bardzo proszę. Now we're gonna speak something to the Polish watchers. Drodzy Państwo, mamy już przynajmniej kilkanaście szybowników na kilkunastu szybowników już na lotnisku. Pierwsi dolecieli dokładnie o 4:30. Następni właśnie w tym momencie podchodzą do lądowania, ale najpierw lądowanie samolotu, który prawdopodobnie przeprowadza tutaj loty widokowe, tak, w Michałkowie?
Nie sądzę, myślę, że to są loty treningowe.
Treningowe.
Do zdobycia kolejnych uprawnień, natomiast ten samolot musi wylądować, musi zrobić miejsce dla lądujących szybowców, które teraz w dużej ilości zbliżają się do lotniska. Mamy informacje od naszych
Spoterów.
widzów, tak, spoterów, którzy tutaj licznie dokumentują to wydarzenie. Myślę, że Państwo możecie oglądać te piękne zdjęcia na naszych stronach, że zbliża się około 5-8 szybowców. One mają przeciwny wiatr do lądowania. To jest z jednej strony bardzo dobrze, ponieważ tak powinno się w lotnictwie lądować i startować zawsze pod wiatr. Natomiast z drugiej strony muszą to wkalkulować w momencie zdobywania wysokości dolotowej 30, 40, 50 km wcześniej i to jest bardzo trudne, ocenić te warunki w powietrzu. Oczywiście pomagają im w tym przyrządy. Tam wiadomo mniej więcej z jakiego kierunku wiatr wieje, jaka jest jego siła i czy wysokości wystarczy.
Mamy kolejnego szybownika, tak, to jest Siergiej Klujew z Rosji, Sierra Kilo.
Jantar Standard, szybowiec polskiej konstrukcji, myślę, że sprzed 40 lat, a nadal z powodzeniem może startować na Mistrzostwach Świata. To może dziwić naszych kibiców licznie zgromadzonych tutaj na lotnisku i przed monitorami, ale chciałbym wyjaśnić, że klasa klub to szybowce starszej konstrukcji, które mogą wciąż rywalizować, nie pobierają balastu wodnego i nadal doskonale się spisują.
Coś fajnego powiedział Sebastian Kawa, że pomimo tego, że te szybowce one są, że są bardzo drogie, to jednak taki szybowiec 69 z numerem 69, Niklas Rovgren ze Szwecji, pomimo tego, że one kosztują dużo, to gdyby policzyć, ile godzin one latają i ile czasu latają, bo lata 40 lat czy 30 lat, to nagle się okazuje, że godzina lotu tego szybowca kosztuje ileś 10 złotych.
No to ciekawe wyliczenie, dlatego że faktycznie szybowce mogą wylatywać nawet po 100 godzin rocznie i więcej. Ta konstrukcja jest na tyle prosta, że absolutnie nic tutaj negatywnego się nie dzieje i ciągle mogą te szybowce startować, jak widzimy, nawet w Mistrzostwach Świata.
No i to jest chyba najlepszy dowód na to, że warto inwestować w te szybowce. Może Ministerstwo Sportu nas słyszy, chociaż bardzo się cieszymy, że wspomogli naszą imprezę. Może Państwo nas słyszycie, oglądacie i może jakaś dwumiejscówka dla polskiej kadry. No.
Chciałoby się więcej, oczywiście. Polska kadra dysponuje w tej chwili 4 topowymi szybowcami. Jest to zdecydowanie za mało jak na tak szeroko uprawianą dyscyplinę w naszym kraju, ponieważ być może Państwo się zdziwicie, ale szybowników w Polsce na co dzień lata kilka tysięcy i wielu z nich wykorzystuje to również do...
Tango Kilo, Jakub Barszcz.
Tak.
Tango Kilo, Jakub Barszcz from Poland on SZD 55.
Yeah, we have another gliders approaching from club class. This is Tango Kilo, Jakub Barszcz from Poland, and another India Papa Bravo, and another one.
It's Dutch Team Kuipers, India Papa Bravo. Probably this is Tomasz Rubaj, I guess.
Yeah, we can see
Whiskey
whiskey uniform now landing very close to the
It's
studio.
Lithuanian pilot Andrei Lebedev.
And Golf 7.
Golf 7 is Swedish pilot Per Karlin on LS1.
And another glider, Whiskey LS4 with Argentinian pilot
Exactly, Javier Gaude on his LS4.
Yeah, the group landing means that the gliders were...
Oh, what a speed!
Oh yeah, you can see Alpha 8. It is Tomasz Rubaj.
Tomasz Rubaj. already on airfield. Mamy Tomasza Rubaja, drodzy Państwo, zwycięzcę wczorajszej konkurencji.
And you can see the situation is quite interesting because Jaroslav Tomana from Czech Republic and the second pilot from his team came quite earlier, and it's interesting what time of the start they have, because the Polish pair was in maybe 10 minutes later.
Because of the designated time, as we already said. Okay, and we've got a small luck in the gliders approaching, but still there is one. Okay, there is one right now.
There is a Libelle standard Yankee. The Libelle is a very beautiful glider, my favorite, Tomasz. I always
you
look
always
at
recognize
this.
yes.
Yeah, it's beautiful glider.
I've already noticed. You know what the level is about to do the final glide. It's German pilot Woli Beyer.
Tomasz, sorry, I must go.
Maciej has to go, but we've got Artur Rutkowski with us. Artur, come over, please. And we will continue. We are about to continue the commentary during the finals. Artur Rutkowski, the task setter. Artur, another congratulations. The version B of the task for today was the best answer for the weather today. We can see puffs of the cumulus on our right hand side, and this is the side that the gliders are coming from.
Yeah. Okay. It's a bit too early to say that the task the best suiting the weather. Okay, at least for the club class, it looks that the tasks suit the weather, but we should wait for standard and 50-meter class. They had longer tasks. They were flying farther to the east from our side. We can see that the weather farther to the east may be a bit difficult because of high clouds cover. But anyway, we are happy that at least for the club class, today will be a next championship day, and which will make the competition, the championships valid.
Right. So if the weather will be really bad, if there will be no more task, so the competition the championships are now valid.
Yeah, even if we don't fly for another until the end of the competition, we will already have champions.
Okay, Argentinian pilot Felipe Girado already on the airfield on his LS4. A little bit windy, as we said with Maciej, but still better than yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's Charlie 71, right?
Yes, and Juliet 1.
Charlie 71.
Following him shortly.
It's Luca Urbani from Italia.
Yeah.
Italian pilot, and we've got 528.
This is a British pilot.
Yes, Gerard Dale.
Yes.
G.
Yeah. He calls him G.
Yeah.
Very experienced pilot, very experienced in the club class. He's flying in the club class since I remember.
Okay, club class glider already on the airfield. What's the time of the final glide of standard class, Artur?
You mean when we shall expect them?
Yeah.
I would say it should be in about 20 minutes.
After the club class, right? The first club class.
Okay, we cannot tell that exactly because the club class is. I think there are still some gliders on the route, so the club class hasn't arrived completely yet as a whole. Anyway, the standard class had some 70 or 60 more kilometers to cover, and they had almost half an hour later departure time.
Exactly.
I think they should cover this distance faster with a of course, bigger cross-country speed than the club class, but still this 30 minutes gap remains. So I would say, yeah, there will be some 20 to 30 minutes delay until the standard class will come. We can also try to look at the tracking, which will show us some gliders from the standard class, and then we will be able to say a bit more accurately.
Okay, do I need to tell the tracking which class do I want?
We are watching. Actually, we are watching club class.
Club class.
There are still. Yeah, this is a club class. Papa Lima is absolutely club class. Juliet Alpha Yankee, Hotel V2, they are all from the club class. So we have only view for the club class at this very moment.
So let's have a quick.
You can switch to standard class.
Okay, we've got standard over here.
Okay, we can see already the route task.
The task is on a map, but still looking for some bunch of gliders approaching to the airfield.
It takes a few moments to load them. Yes, we can see. So majority of the class is already after the last turn point, which was Bełchatów, and I will have a look onto the task sheet. Let me just check what was the length of the last leg. It is over there. It's over 100 kilometers, and they have, let's say, quarter of this distance. So about 75 kilometers. The head of the head of standard class has to cover to come home. 70 kilometers it will take them in these conditions. I would say
35 minutes.
Or 35 minutes. Yeah, because they will be actually flying quite fast on the very end of the task. They will be on the final glide, which is usually done with the speeds of, let's say, 150 and more, depending, of course, on the conditions of how high they are, how they managed.
And the 15-meter class, they started really lately.
Yeah, very late.
Around 3 o'clock.
Yeah, they have. I think they are already 2 hours en route, but they are already quite far. They are now close to Sieradz.
Around Tumidai.
Yeah, this is the turn point. Actually, they had Dąbrowa turn point, but it's near Tumidai and Sieradz. The more, let's say, prominent location is Sieradz, and the head of the class is now the leader of the class, which is Whiskey Sierra, as far as I see. Of course, leader at this very moment. We can say that he will win the task. But
Whiskey Sierra is Christian Roine from Finland.
Yeah, but on the other hand, we know that almost everybody, if not everybody, has departed the same hour. So actually, this time we will probably have something like a Grand Prix-like competition. Yeah, the remaining club class gliders just passed.
6
Hotel,
right? 6 Hotel is Jan Rothart from Germany.
He's a defender.
It's a defender of the title. Yeah, exactly. So talking about the racing.
Yeah, about 50-meter class.
About
yes.
50-meter class. Let's have a quick look where the Sebastian Cava is right now. It's Papa Charlie, looking for Papa Charlie.
It might be difficult in this. They are very congested. We see a few, let's say, bunches of the gliders. And leading is Whiskey Sierra and 5 Alpha. If I'm.
It's Zoltan Hamar from Hungary.
Hungary, yeah. Zoltan.
Zoltan, sorry.
Zoltan Hamar, yes.
And there are a bunch of gliders over here, so near Grabica. Still, no Sebastian Cava here.
Yeah. Yeah, but there might be a problem with spotting some competitors from time to time. Their FLARM devices are not transmitting properly, so from time to time they are disappearing, unfortunately.
Well,
But we'll see.
This might be now.
No, it's
this
a
is not.
27 Bravo. It's another competitor which is now over Ostrołęka. Of course, it's not the Ostrołęka in
yes,
the
exactly.
Mazovian voivodeship. It's a small village in a small village south from Sieradz. And okay,
Those are
so
gliders
I
of
started
15
I started the story about the Grand Prix competition. Actually, the 50-meter class will has departed almost at the same time because of the defined start time type of start today, and so the first one we will see on finish line will be the winner of the task, I guess.
Okay.
7-4, Cirrus 7-4.
7-4.
It's a Dutch glider, I can see.
It's yes, exactly. Frank Hemstra.
Hemstra.
Ben Hemstra. His father is the team captain of a Dutch
team.
Dutch team. Yeah. Artur, what about the designated time of a start? There was some complaining at today's briefing about this solution. Can you please tell me what it's all about?
Okay, designated start time is one of the methods of which organizer, which task assessor may use to set, let's say, set the start time of task for each competitor. Usually, we take in a standard method, we take actual time of passing the start line. Reading the logs of the competitors, we find the exact time of passing of the start line, and this one is used to calculate the total time on task, and then of course the speed. In this method which we use today, the designated start time, this differs slightly. We set designated a set of designated time of start, starting 20 minutes after, roughly 20 minutes after last takeoff of the glider from the class. We have some fast fast landing Libelle
yes,
approaching,
standard.
and ASW 17 Mike Sierra or 15 event.
Okay, Mike Sierra is Mario
Schuffer from Austria.
From Austria.
Yeah, exactly. So back to the issue of designated start times. There's a set of start times which will be assigned to each competitor depending on their actual time of arrival or departure. So, for example, if we open the start gate, let's say at 12 hours 0 minutes, this is the first possible time of start. So everyone who starts between 1200 and 1210 minutes has the start time assigned 1200. Then those who pass the start line from 1210 on up to 1220 have the start time of 1210, and so on. So in 10 minutes increments we increase the start time, and those who are departing or passing the start line within this 10 minutes time are assigned the time of start which immediately is before their departure. And what's the idea behind? The idea behind is that at least some competitors have a strategy to follow the leaders.
The leaders, right?
Yeah, and in some conditions, if you follow the leader, you may let him go 2 or 3 minutes ahead of you, and then start the task yourself. And if you'll be able to at least maintain or catch him, and even not overtake, but just to catch him, you have already 2 or 3 minutes of advantage over him. This way you may win or get a better result than you would get yourself. Then the competitor would make himself. on his own. And this way we promote kind of a more individual approach. Of course, this method has also some disadvantages because as we can already see,
right?
yeah, this argument was raised especially by the competitors. This in some situations when, for example, there is not a lot of time, not a lot of time to, let's say, to do the task, to fly the task. There could be a mass start. I mean, all the gliders from the class may depart, may pass the start line at the same time, which will create a huge a huge mass of gliders at the start line, and of course such a thing is not let's say completely safe. But in today's conditions, I mean, there was a so-called blue day, so we had
without clouds.
Yeah, we had no almost completely no cumuli over the airfield, so there was clear sky. And having some experience from yesterday, we decided to use the designated start time, and we'll of course analyze this method and its how it works after the task. We'll see if it had if the advantages of this method were weighing the disadvantages,
yes,
especially safety, because there is nothing more valuable to us than life of the pilots and their safety.
So you will analyze the logs, right?
Sure, we can have a look. We'll have a look into logs, and we'll look. Exactly how it was, how the pilots were flying, how many at the same time were passing the start line, and so on.
You can
how close?
Yeah, watching at the logs, you can tell who was flying unsafely, right?
Okay, it's not that easy. Of course, you may looking into a log, into individual logs or into a group of logs. You may find some potentially dangerous things, but not always what you see on the screen of the computer look the same way in real life. It's still, there's still some difference. This is only an 1 second, every 1 second recorded position of the glider, and it's sometimes difficult to assess what the pilots have seen from inside their cockpits. So you should always take it with a grain of salt, such analysis of the logs. You should always have also a regard on what the pilots say about the situation, how they did
it's
see
individual, like you said, right? Okay, let's switch into Polish. Artur, wiele rzeczy poruszyliśmy tutaj po angielsku, ale też jest rzesza widzów, którzy śledzą nas po polsku. Chciałbym Cię zapytać o punktację, bo o to co chwilę mnie ktoś pyta. Ja jako, powiedzmy sobie szczerze, laik w dziedzinie szybownictwa zawsze odpowiadam, że musicie słuchać naszych relacji i dlatego jest teraz okazja, aby o tym opowiedzieć, w jaki sposób przyznaje się punkty szybownikom, dlaczego jednego dnia oni mają 1000 punktów, dlaczego wczoraj mieli 859,
tak.
Dlaczego ktoś ma na przykład 259 albo 49 punktów.
Tak, no więc jakby spojrzeć do regulaminów, do tak zwanego aneksu A do kodeksu sportowego FIA dotyczącego szybownictwa. Tam są na to oczywiście szczegółowe formuły. Nie będę się teraz do nich odnosił, ponieważ po to jest dokument, żeby sobie do niego spojrzeć i sprawdzić. Ja powiem tylko generalnie. 1000 punktów to jest wynik w konkurencji trwającej co najmniej 3 godziny. Uznaje się te 3 godziny za taki czas, który już można uznać za wystarczający, za jakby do
Ucenienia, czy
tak,
ktoś,
czy to jest
tak.
dobry, czy to był dobry wynik, czy nie, tak? No, konkurencja, która trwa 3 godziny, już daje czas na popełnienie odpowiedniej liczby błędów i wykazanie się umiejętnościami przez najlepszych zawodników. No, jak mówię, z praktyki wyszło, że te 3 godziny to jest właśnie ten czas wystarczający i taka konkurencja, która trwa co najmniej 3 godziny, daje 1000 punktów. Krótsza konkurencja, która trwa krócej, jest wyceniana w punktach proporcjonalnie taniej. Potem jeszcze dodatkową rolę odgrywa to, ilu zawodników ukończyło konkurencję, a ilu wylądowało w polu lub w ogóle na nią nie odleciało. To też się zdarza.
Czyli jeśli by była taka sytuacja, że Papa Lima, czyli Darius
Laugaudas z Litwy,
tak, Darius already on the airfield. Jeśli zdarzyłaby się taka sytuacja, że na przykład połowa stawki wylądowałaby w polu, to wtedy otrzymują mniej punktów, tak? Inni, czy więcej właśnie?
A to znaczy inaczej, to nie ma jeszcze wpływu na liczbę punktów globalnie, natomiast to ma wpływ na to, jaka jest różnica między tymi, którzy oblecieli trasę, a którzy nie. Generalnie jest tak, że dużo lądowań w polu potania, spłaszcza trochę klasyfikację, natomiast jeżeli większość ekipy obleciała, większość zawodników obleciała trasę, a kilku wylądowało w polu, no to ci mają, jak to się mówi, pozamiatane.
No to już jest dla nich koniec jakiejkolwiek
W praktyce
konkurencji.
tak, jeżeli chodzi o Mistrzostwa Świata, jeżeli spojrzeć, że tu się naprawdę wygrywa czasami przy wynikach idących pod 10 000 punktów przy bardzo dobrze, bardzo, że tak powiem, dużej liczbie konkurencji, bywają sytuacje, w której decydują pojedyncze punkty o tym, kto zostaje zwycięzcą. No więc jeżeli sobie wyobrazimy, że w takiej konkurencji dobrze oblecianej przez całą stawkę ktoś wyląduje w polu, dostanie z 1000 punktów, dostanie 200 powiedzmy, tylko za odległość, no to 800 punktów straty to jest po prostu od tego momentu, że tak powiem, zaczyna się do niego już raczej latanie turystyczne.
Nawet pomimo gdyby zdobywał te 1000 punktów w kolejnych konkurencjach,
to jest
musiałoby ich być tyle, że
to jest nie do odrobienia.
Nie do odrobienia. A teraz zanalizujmy na przykład dzisiejsze zadanie, bo tutaj to jest taki klasyczny przykład ścigania się. Oni się ścigają, za co te punkty właśnie są wyceniane podczas właśnie konkurencji racingowej.
No więc właśnie tutaj teraz będzie, to inaczej, bierze się te 1000 punktów, tak? Jeżeli ta konkurencja będzie miała te 3 godziny, przyjmijmy, to bierze się te 1000 punktów i teraz jakby wpływ na to, jakie są te punkty dla konkretnego zawodnika, na te punkty indywidualnego wyniku ma proporcja jego wyniku do wyniku najlepszego. Bardzo prosta kalkulacja.
I tu w przypadku pilotów, którzy się ścigają, no liczy się, co oczywiste, najszybsza średnia prędkość, bo ona pozwala pokonać dystans zadany w konkurencji najszybciej.
Tak, oczywiście tak. No, premiujemy oczywiście najszybsze wykonanie trasy. Ten, kto uzyska najwyższą prędkość przelotową, czyli średnią prędkość, mówiąc krótko, długość trasy podzielona przez czas jej oblotu, ten wygrywa. No i tu oczywiście spodziewamy się takich prędkości w klasie klub. No dzisiaj ta pogoda była przynajmniej na początku dość wymagająca, więc ja oceniam, że klasa klub będzie miała dzisiaj prędkości poniżej 100 km na godzinę, chociaż widzę, że ta pogoda pod koniec to się ładnie układała, więc to będzie w granicach 90, między 90 a 100 km na godzinę będzie prędkość zwycięzcy. Tak oceniam, oczywiście mogę się mylić, to tylko jest moje pewnego rodzaju odczucie na podstawie tego, co widzę i co wiem o pogodzie dzisiejszej.
Tomasz Rubaj wczoraj szybował z średnią prędkością 98 km na godzinę, zatem to dało mu zwycięstwo dość znaczne, natomiast no wiadomo, zawsze może znaleźć się takie miejsce, które da nam odpowiednie noszenie i z tej wysokości zrobimy dobry wynik.
No to nie jest kwestia jednego noszenia, właśnie między innymi na tym polega jakby to docenienie długotrwałych konkurencji, że nie można na jednym dobrym kominie trafionym czasami przez czysty przypadek albo właśnie z powodu szczęścia sprzyjającego zawodnikowi, nie może to rzutować na taki, inaczej, nie może to stanowić głównej wartości dla naszego sportu. Staramy się, żeby ta punktacja była sprawiedliwa, czyli żeby jednak to nieszczęście decydowało, a w największym stopniu umiejętności zawodnika.
Czyli tych kilka kominów po kolei,
no to jest dość łatwo policzyć, tak. Szybowce klasy klub, inaczej. Dzisiaj akurat to podstawy chmur były, czy w ogóle noszeń, bo na początku nie było chmur, te zasięgi noszeń na początku wynosiły około 1000 metrów. No, jest taka złota zasada, że dobrze się trzymać w górnej połowie, tak? Czyli jeżeli było 1000 metrów zasięgu noszeń, to nie powinno się schodzić poniżej 500 metrów, co już jest bardzo nisko tak naprawdę, bo z wysokości powiedzmy 300 metrów powinno się już powoli
Myśleć o lądowaniu.
zaczynać manewr
Tak.
do lądowania w terenie przygodnym, tak, przynajmniej książkowo. Natomiast no, potem te wysokości oczywiście trochę rosły, ale ja tutaj oceniam, że jakieś było 1500, nawet tych, które widzimy, to mogą mieć około 1800 metrów. No więc ten taki użyteczny zakres wysokości nam już rośnie, tak? Już nie mamy w tym momencie 500 metrów na przeskok, tylko mamy powiedzmy 800, 850, 900 metrów. To już jest całkiem sporo. No i teraz weźmy pod uwagę, że te szybowce przy tych prędkościach przeskokowych, ponieważ no, nie będą latały z prędkością optymalną, tylko trochę szybciej. Ja myślę, że, no, że z takiej wysokości 500 metrów można spokojnie zrobić 10 do 15 km przeskoku, po czym oczywiście trzeba znowuż tą wysokość odzyskać w kominie termicznym, do którego oczywiście w domyśle w tym czasie lecimy, tak? No więc jeżeli mamy trasę i teraz oczywiście ta wysokość się zwiększała, w związku z tym powiedzmy, że średni przeskok miał 15 km, trasa miała 200, dla klasy klub miała 230 km, była skacana. 230 km, no to wychodzi nam, że to było kilkanaście kominów raczej. Bywają takie sytuacje, kiedy, tak jak zresztą było wczoraj na przykład, tak, wczoraj była taka konkurencja, gdzie powstawały tak zwane szlaki kumulusowe, czyli dało się tak, patrzę w tej chwili ponad ekranem i widzę dolatujący szybowiec ciągnący ze sobą smugę i to oznacza, że mamy
pierwsze standardy albo 15
najprawdopodobniej
metrówki.
15-metrowej klasy szybowiec w tej chwili na prostej.
Zaraz zobaczymy. Tu są blisko jakieś szybowce. Foxtrot One na przykład jest blisko, ale to są standardy. David Brumley na LS-ie 8.
Tak jest, David Bromley.
Mamy JPA, to pewnie będzie Makoto, tak?
Nie, akurat to jest mylące. Juliet Papa Alpha to jest Aude Grand Geray.
Tak, Francuz. Także
Grand Geray.
o, piękny
widok.
widok, ale świetnie.
Piękny, mam nadzieję, że Państwo to widzą. Szybowiec za wodę i mamy dzięki temu kawałek tęczy.
Tu już tutaj kamera musi się jednak skupić na tym, żeby mówiąc językiem młodzieżowym, filować tą prawą stronę naszej Mike One. Mike One, who's Mike One?
Kilian Bichele.
From Germany on LS8 Neo. Okej, to będziemy mieli powoli już tą stawkę. Podejrzewam, że oni przylecą w masowych lądowaniach, będą masowo tu lądować, dużo szybowców w jednym czasie.
No to co widać na trackingu, to rzeczywiście jest grupa szybowców w tej chwili około 8 z tego co widzę, więc można 9, tu jeszcze jest jeden z przodu. No, nie jest to może jeszcze masowe lądowanie, ale to już jest duża grupa szybowców rzeczywiście, która wymaga pewnej dyscypliny przy podejściu do lądowania i lądowaniu, żeby wszyscy się zmieścili i nie zajechali sobie na przykład drogi, nie zblokowały sobie lotniska.
Mamy Indię. India to jest chyba Polak, o ile dobrze pamiętam. Tak, to jest Łukasz Błaszczyk.
To jest Łukasz Błaszczyk.
To jest szybowiec klasy standard. Łukasz bardzo blisko lotniska. No i co, jeżeli potwierdzi się ta reguła, że dzisiaj ten, kto pierwszy przyleci, wygrywa, to Łukasz wysoko.
No to, bo mówiłem akurat o klasie 15-metrowej, no tam wiemy, że praktycznie wszyscy odeszli w tym samym czasie. O klasie standard nie mam takiej wiedzy, więc to jest troszeczkę na wyrost,
Dobrze.
aczkolwiek bardzo byśmy oczywiście jako kibicujący
chcieli, tak.
polskiej drużynie pewnie byśmy chcieli, żeby to żeby to był...
Tak, kamera już może swobodnie dojechać do tego miejsca, skąd będą tutaj szybownicy nacierali. Zooming in the camera, looking for another gliders. Yes, we've got one. Okay, there is one. There's one glider and
But this is Hotel India. This is standard. This is club class glider. Kind of a more
Alexander Babkiewicz
from Belarus.
From Belarus, yes. Another club class glider.
I think it's one of the last ones from the club because it's already very late.
And we've got two another gliders. And one of them is probably from the standard class.
I would say all of those which we are see are standard class gliders, and we
Okay.
have now we can see a lot of gliders coming.
Mass landing, right? It's India.
It's
So
India.
this is Łukasz Błaszczyk on your screens. Łukasz Błaszczyk, drodzy Państwo, na ekranach. Kończy dzisiejszą konkurencję. Cieszymy się, że wrócił. Mamy tutaj
Janki.
to jest
To
Mateusz
jest-
Siodłoczek.
Kolejny polski reprezentant Mateusz Siodłoczek.
Mateusz Siodłoczek, another pair flying in pairs, two standard class gliders, almost in the same time at the airfield.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have started the task together and they finished it together. So it means that their flying together was quite good,
Yeah, exactly. Yesterday,
fruitful, I would say.
yeah, yesterday Łukasz started earlier, 10 minutes earlier than Mateusz, but finally Mateusz was at the second position. Łukasz was at the 8th position after the task. So
Yeah.
Jacek Dankowski, the team captain of Poland, said that Łukasz helped Mateusz a lot.
Juliet Papa Alpha with the whistling wings has just passed our position.
It's a French, as we already said.
No, it was
Juliet Papa.
Eau de Grangeray.
It's a French pilot. Can't
Juliet
see.
Sierra. Juliet Sierra is landing. This is Juha Sori from Finland.
Okay, so we've got another gliders. It's Foxtrot Alpha.
Or Foxtrot 1. Let's see.
Foxtrot 1 is David Brumley from Great Britain, and Foxtrot. No, it wasn't Foxtrot Alpha. We haven't got Foxtrot Alpha.
I think it's Foxtrot 1. Yeah. So it could be David Brumley.
Okay, beautiful view. Okay, the camera shows the final glide of standard class gliders. We've got another
Tango Alpha.
Tango Alpha.
I can see it's a Swedish one already.
Yeah. Jan Ola Nord.
And India Kilo India.
India Kilo India. It's Richard Swanstrom.
Swanstrom, also Swedish. So it seems that they both were flying together. They came together, and as you can see, the gliders are approaching and landing with a moderate speed. This is thanks to the circular finish line, which was introduced a couple of years ago. Which was the aim of the circular finish line was actually to improve safety. Because before that we had a finish line at the very end, at the threshold of the airfield, and the gliders sometimes were approaching pretty fast to pass the finish line, and then there were sometimes problems to finish the ground roll within the remaining part of the airfield.
Tango Sierra.
Switzerland. We can clearly see from his tail, but yeah, this is Tizian Steiger from Switzerland.
Okay, it wasn't a good day for Polish pilots. We've got some
preliminary results.
yeah, and as for now, the team Kuipers is on the first position, gaining 760 points. But still, we have some pilots left. But what has happened with Tomasz Rubaj?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. We can see later. Probably there was some problem with his logger. It looks like, at least from the results, we can say that he had some outlanding on the task. It may be for several reasons. One of is the failure of the logger to record his flight from some certain position. Another one could be, for example, infringement of the airspace. Of the prohibited airspace. There were not many, but there were some such places on the route. They could have done it also. It could have also happened to him, but we needed to wait, because if it's a problem of a logger, he can provide another log from another device, from a backup one. He has at least one on board, I'm sure, even if not two backup loggers, and then probably his result will improve.
But still, looking at the Jakub Barszcz result, and as I remember, Tomasz Rubaj was at the airfield at the same time as Jakub Barszcz.
Yeah,
so
very similar time.
very
yes.
similar time. So maybe this will not be a good.
Yeah, we can see at least from the results that Jakub Barszcz has passed the start line almost at 14 hours, and Tomasz Rubaj the same time.
Also, yeah.
So they were flying together. So probably, even if Tomasz will provide a valid log for the flight, which will give him, thanks to which he will be credited full distance, and then he will also get points for, and then he will get also points for the speed. He will be about the position of Jakub Barszcz, which is 18 now in today's competition.
Far away.
You can see also here what I was talking about the result if you are if you have an outlanding, if you don't complete the task. Meanwhile, Croatian pilot Hotel Romeo 2 has passed our studio.
Yeah, it's Vinko Sojan.
Vinko Soljan, yes. And about the results, you can see that Jakub Barszcz has 618 points, and Tomasz Rubaj has only 186. So here there's more than 400 points difference. It will also, of course, this difference will change over time because another pilots will have calculated their results, and this of course has an influence on the results of the others. The top result now of Team Kuipers is 765 points. So, for example, for Jakub Barszcz, the loss is about 140 points. Can you show me Jakub Barszcz?
Of course,
lower
618.
618 and so 150 points already lost. But the more the logs are delivered, the more results are calculated, and this gap may increase.
Howard
Jones, yeah, with a very characteristic, very special registration number of his glider, which is Ho Joe. Yeah, Golf Hotel Oscar Juliet Oscar. So I'm sure this is an abbreviation of his name and surname.
But still, after task 6, we've got Jakub Barszcz on the first position in total.
Yeah, he had perhaps enough advance of over Tim Kuipers, so he remains first. But let's wait, because still there half of the as far as I see, half of the results are not yet calculated, so it will change over time. We also have to wait a while for Tomasz Rubaj if his result will improve. Okay, what we can see, this is task 5. It is from yesterday.
From yesterday, Jakub Barszcz was at the second position, and Team Kuipers was far away. So maybe the points gained yesterday by Łukasz
Team Kuipers is here. Team Kuipers was 19th, had 631 points, and he was
more than 200. So
250, I would say. Just about 250 points to the leader. So the loss of 150 points retained some margin for Jakub over Team.
So. This is a pure gliding. You can be in several tasks at 5th, maybe 6th, maybe 7th position, but still you have chances to win the whole championships.
Yeah, you need to look into. You need to look at the points. You need to look at the exact results. Because sometimes you can even see that here. Okay, these are the results for the today task. But as I told before, you may have 7,000 points winner may have 7,000 or 8,000 points because of numerous competition days, and his margin over the next one may be 10 or 20 points, which can easily lose by a fraction of a kilometer per hour of speed, or a minute or two on final glide. So this is
tiny,
this is very characteristic for the World Gliding Championships. That very big number of points and very small margin of win.
We've got preliminary results for standard class, and then only Luis Buderlik noted with a start around 5 minutes past 14.
Meanwhile, Mike 7 we can see approaching or landing Mike 7. Mike 7 is Sjors van Loon from the Netherlands. He's flying in standard class. Yeah, about Louis Budelik and his result, this is the only result we can see for today so far, and this is because actually he is credited only 23.5 kilometer of distance, and it means that he has outlanded.
Okay, so this is not a good
news for him, because
for
the rest
him,
of the standard class is on task or has completed the task on the airfield, so they will have a speed, I think quite good speed, and this will cost him a lot.
Looking at the table, he's far away for now.
Yeah, actually, since the beginning of the competition, it wasn't very successful. This is a defender of the title, but in this competition, he was 23rd until yesterday.
On airfield.
Charlie Mike.
Denis Huybrechts
from Belgium.
From Belgium. So we've got Denis already,
and another gliders are coming. Here you can see one Zulu. One Zulu
is
Nico Leroux. It's actually he has some French surname. At least it sounds French, but he is South African.
It's Lima Tango, Belgium pilot from Belgium.
Jeroen
Jennen. LS8. LS8, really popular glider here in Michałków. Just like Ventus, just like Discus.
Yeah, actually LS8 and together with Discus 2 are the let's say the base of standard class nowadays. There are only slight or small developments like new winglets for LS8, which is now called LS8 Neo, but anyway, there is no substantial technological jump in standard class for decade, I would say, or even for 2 decades.
Standard class, okay, no results as for
yet,
now.
Yeah, because they have started their arrivals, they need some time to provide, to send the data, the logs to the scorer, and we have to be patient.
Okay.
The results should appear soon.
It's Papa Charlie, Sebastian
first, 50-meter class, Sebastian Cava. I think first. I didn't notice any.
Me too. So
50 meter.
Sebastian Cava is on the airfield, losing the water ballast right now.
Yeah, jettisoning the water ballast.
Okay.
Delta Tango, Dmitry Timoshenko.
Dmitry Timoshenko
is standard class. Yeah, the winner of the one of the first days.
Yes, the day number 2, I guess. Yeah.
That was day number 2.
Pretty good achievement by Dmitry. Okay, guys. I think this is all for now. We are waiting for another gliders to come here, but still got some video from yesterday, because Arthur will confirm that yesterday we had an international evening with lots of food and beverages. Yes. Lots of good beverages. I've tried so many You will see it on a video. Wczoraj, drodzy Państwo, mieliśmy Międzynarodowy Dzień, taki już z pompą, można powiedzieć. Świetnie przygotowali się ci wszyscy ludzie z innych krajów, naprawdę świetnie. Zobaczycie to zresztą, jakie piękne i smaczne rzeczy udało nam się zjeść. Powracamy za krótką chwilę.
We're from Austria, and it's a wonderful evening here, and we are offering St. Johanna sausages with horseradish and sweet sour mustard.
It's a regional one. How you describe this sausage?
It's spicy. It's almost as good as Polish.
Thank you.
That's the New Orleans style.
Okay, the main dish is pasta asciutta. It's pasta, it's penne all'arrabbiata, which means penne is a kind of pasta with a tomato sausage with spicy, a little bit spicy, but it's very good. And then we have a special salami from Parma, the northern Italy. Is very good area for salami, and also the Parmigiano, which is Parmigiano cheese, which is also from Parma. It's very typical. So this is mostly our proposal for this meal, for the meal for this international dinner.
Panowie, jesteście tutaj na stoisku, które ma wzięcie, jesteście oblegani, to chyba przez to piwo.
No, piwo jest czeskie,
Piwo czeskie jest najlepsze, nie?
bardzo najlepsze.
Wszyscy tak uważają. Nawet Polacy uważają, że najlepsze piwo jest czeskie.
A Sliwowica.
I tak powinno być. I Śliwowic. Trzeba zabrać i próbować, jakie jest.
Okay guys, you need to tell me what you have here for the customers.
Oh guys, so you see here sausages from Germany, from Nuremberg, in Bavaria, and we cook it and you can eat it with ketchup or with other things, and we hope that everybody enjoys our food and have a nice evening here.
Definitely, yes.
It's a regional sausage?
It's the original sausage of the city of Nuremberg. Yes. I think have you tasted it already?
No, not yet.
Tell me how does it taste?
Taste it with bread, it's easier.
It's brilliant. No.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Hey, welcome everyone! Bonjour, ça va? Je suis Ramoteur Jean Ramon Sarabu. Pérangeon Sarabu demain. Les bœufs, je vois. Oh! Oh, il va! Come on! Where are you from?
Belgium.
Belgia! Belgia! Belgia is very good. Je ressens Sarabu demain. Je Sarabu demain. Les bœufs rem pour Jean Sarabu.
what you are preparing here for the customer.
What we've got here is called a springbok. Now, springbok is either a thing that you all know in the veld, it might be a rugby player, or a drink. So this is the drink. Come. I'm going to have one with you.
It's a strong one?
It's not that strong, but it's... Oh, wait a minute. A proper springbok. Okay. There you go. You see, it's green and gold.
This is the proper one, right?
It's a proper one. It's not that strong. But what you do, you throw it in your mouth, you mix it in your mouth, and then you actually swallow it.
All right.
Don't worry, you're not going to die yet.
Na zdrowie.
Nostrovia. So what do you think?
I feel mint.
There's a bit of mint in there. You see, our rugby team is known as the Springboks, and they've got green and gold, and that's what that drink is. It's got green and gold on top. Now, the next thing that's quite traditional is what we call a milk tart. In the old days, in the historic times, they made a milk tart in South Africa, and it tasted something like that. That's also not strong. It's quite sweet. Cheers. Unfortunately, it's all got to do with alcohol.
Okay.
Very sweet.
Milky, yeah.
Very, very milky. Yes, absolutely right. So, I really hope you enjoyed that.
Oh, really? Yes.
The last thing we've got is red wine. It's from a cultivar called Pinotage, which was completely set up in South Africa. Pinotage is a truly South African cultivar, and yes, it was created in 1964 by one of our professors, and it's been growing ever since inside South Africa. So you can tell everybody out there how this tastes. Hopefully by the end of this you can talk.
How do you say proost in your language?
Gezondheid.
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 Gezondheid. Thank you.
Gezondheid. Gezondheid.
Beautiful city of Ostrów Wielkopolski, the host of the 35th World Gliding Championship. As you could see, I've tried so many beverages and alcohol drinks that this was an end of the day for me. I'm just kidding. Really nice stuff. I love the prosciutto from the Croatian team, and of course we wish Croatia and France to win the World Cup. The match is going right now. This is at the end of our transmission. Another gliders are approaching to the airfield. The standard class gliders. We've got two of them right now on your screens. It's Zulu 3. Let me check who's that. Zulu 3. It's Tim Scott from Great Britain, and Alpha 1. Alpha 1 is Matthew Scatter from Australia. Regards to Matthew Scatter's father, who is probably watching us there in Australia. Hello. And Alpha India, it's Alpha Juliet, Ray Stewart on Discus. To była relacja na żywo, drodzy Państwo. Jak widzieliście na filmiku z wczorajszego Międzynarodowego Dnia, naprawdę wszyscy przyłożyli się do tej pracy, którą było przygotowanie swoich regionalnych potraw. Spróbowaliśmy razem z operatorem kamery wielu świetnych rzeczy. Mój faworyt prosciutto od Chorwatów. Życzyłem im zdobycia pucharu w dzisiejszym meczu, który właśnie w tym momencie się odbywa. 1-1 w meczu Francja-Chorwacja. Francji oczywiście też życzymy zdobycia tego najważniejszego trofeum w tym sezonie, ale też w ciągu tych ostatnich 4 lat, bo mundial to jest, tak jak Mistrzostwa Świata szybowcowe, najważniejsza impreza nie tylko w roku, ale też tutaj w tym cyklu 4-letnim. This was live broadcasting from Michałków, brought to you by Infostrów. Let's have a look on their page www.infostrów.pl. Have a look on their page. We are live daily at 11 a.m. and about 4 p.m. Showing you what's going on here in Michałków, near Ostrów Wielkopolski. Dziękujemy za uwagę. To była relacja na żywo prowadzona przez portal Info Ostrów. Dziękujemy firmie Promax za udostępnienie łącza światłowodowego do przeprowadzenia tej transmisji. Dziękujemy innym sponsorom. Widzimy się jutro. Jutro będziemy podsumowywać to, co stało się dzisiaj, a stało się dużo. Polacy przylecieli dzisiaj na dalszych pozycjach, przynajmniej jeśli chodzi o klasę klub, natomiast są nadal w czubie tabeli. Jeszcze tylko spróbujmy zobaczyć, czy są już cząstkowe wyniki w klasie standard. Jeszcze nie. Musimy chwilę poczekać. Looking at the table on standard class. On soaring spot. No results. Waiting for results. Please look at our website www.WGC 2018.pl. There's a bunch of information about the whole organization, the whole event. Zapraszam na naszą stronę oficjalną www.wgc2018.pl. Sporo informacji na temat tego eventu, sporo na temat tego, co się dzieje też dookoła tego eventu, bo naprawdę to jest, Michałków stał się tutaj takim małym miasteczkiem, w którym żyje kilkaset osób, bo to nie tylko piloci, ale także team kapitanowie, całe rodziny tutaj są, także wielkie święto lotnictwa, wielkie święto szybownictwa. See you tomorrow morning. Do zobaczenia jutro rano. Dziękuję za uwagę.